This is going to be your weekly chakra energy check-in. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies you may be experiencing throughout your chakras. So in the comments, please let me know your word of the day, word of the week, whatever it is, the vibe that you're feeling. You know, this is a very great day to do this reading because it is the new moon in Taurus. And Taurus energy is methodical, it's slow, it's all about tangible things. It's about amassing our wealth and abundance. Now, this new moon in particular is asking us, what does abundance look like, feel like, smell like, and taste like? And many of you gave me examples the other day. I thank you for that. You know, but today in particular, this is a great day for manifestation and thinking about our intentions for the future. Now, let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this reading. And we have here a change in the wind. So a lot of things are changing right now. And you can feel it. You know, it's been brewing the last little while. And change can be a great thing. It doesn't have to be anything scary. I believe it can be something exciting. Now, with that, we have lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. You know, the way I look at this type of energy is you have knowledge you didn't have before. And when things change, use the knowledge and the wisdom that you have from your previous experiences so that you can do better, you know, going forward. That's always the key, is that we do better. We learn from things. We make the moves based on previous experiences and learning. Now let's take a look here. And we have butterfly. So this is all about transformation and regeneration. So we definitely know that right now we are in a major time of change. And so we're going to embrace that. Now let's take a look with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. As you all know from previous readings, these cards have all the different colors of the chakras or energy centers in the body. So what we're going to do is take a card for each chakra and then some oracle cards to clarify the energies. So let's start with the root chakra. This is our Mars energy. This is about building a solid foundation. And right now we're starting off with the Lovers. Well, what a way to begin. Now the Lovers is a deep soul connection, you know, soulmates, twin flames, whatever the label you use. This can also be a decision in love. So we're starting very strong here with some lovey vibes. Now let me just grab my, oh, I'm having difficulties. I'm in a new space if you didn't notice. I'm overseas right now and trying to figure out new places to film in my home here. So let's see. Let's take a look. And we have the ship going places, moving forward. Could be travel. I am overseas, as I just said. But in general, this is about you moving forward, okay? Which is absolutely wonderful because that's what we want, right? You know, the first cards that we had up top say a change in the wind, right? And we're in this total regeneration process. You know, the butterfly, when it goes into the cocoon, or sorry, excuse me, the butterfly, the caterpillar, when it goes into the cocoon, has no idea that it's going to come out this beautiful butterfly. It's painful. It basically thinks it's the end. And then all of a sudden, here comes the wings of the butterfly for that change. And here we have very likely. Interesting. So this can be moving forward in love. This could be you making a decision in love, going on an adventure in love. But I love that. It's basically telling us that we're moving on or moving in a new direction. So let's take a look at Venus. This is the sacral chakra, self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. How we love. And we have Five of Wands. Where's the conflict? Now, is this an energy for you that's like, should I, shouldn't I? Can I have this? Can I really have this? Is this too good to be true? You know, what should I do? Let's see. And we have the Crow. Interesting, because the Crow can mean memories or nostalgia. You've got to be very careful if you're really being pulled backwards into old energies, you know, old situations, past lovers or loved ones. This can also be a new event or something happening, and maybe you're just a little bit nervous about what that actually means for you. So that could be the conflict. So let's take a look here at what else we need to know. And there's the yacht. That's the same as the ship card. Adventure, travel, great ease, smooth sailing, prosperity. You know, that's that new moon energy, that Taurus energy of abundance. So there's a double message here with the ship or the yacht card. So let's take a look at the solar plexus. Now the solar plexus is all about personal power. Oh, somebody's holding back. Okay. 4 of coins. This is an energy that's like all or nothing. Okay. Like you like something or you don't. There's no in between. This is extremes of giving time, love, or money. And there's the tornado. There's a storm brewing. This can be the ending of something. Liberation, freedom. Maybe this is you freeing yourself from holding back. You know, something's coming in here to shake things up for you. Somebody's delving very deep into their emotions. The scuba diver. The desire to know. Maybe even self-reflection. Going within. I think somebody's actually forced to go within right now. I don't think there's an option. And that storm is going to basically bust up this energy here. Okay, let's take a look at the heart. What is about the heart chakra? See, needing to leave the comfort zone, needing to move on, making a decision. Are you in the old, are you in the new? I had to say it. Every reading, it feels like I have to say it. Let's see. The dog. You might work in healthcare. I always say that when I see this card because the first thing that pops up is health, healthcare provider. But this is a supportive energy. This is taking care. You know, you are taken care of. You are okay. It's okay for you to move on. It's okay for you to leave your comfort zone. A lot of changes are happening. You know, that's that regeneration. You have that knowledge. You have that wisdom. I just think the bottom line here is that there's fear of moving forward. Look, you have all the tools. You have all the abilities and the resources. And it even says right on there, has what it takes. You have what it takes to make these moves. Now, let's take a look at the throat chakra, which is Mercury. You know, it's like you gotta leave your comfort zone in the heart. The old stuff doesn't serve you. Now the throat chakra here, the Fool, see, trust and take a leap of faith. Try something new, say something new, a new story. It even says, don't worry, you know. Let's see. The Beaver, look, I know things have worked against you, but they're also working for you. And this is telling you persistence pays off. This is asking you to be determined, you know, make those moves that you need to make. I just want to make a point about this card. Look at this person who's at the top of the mountain. Mountains can be seen as obstacles, but they can also be seen as achievements. And there's the victory of getting to the top of the mountain. You know, this could even be in relation to the cake analogy. I always say you got to get to the top of the cake, right? Ooh, this card popped out as I was talking. The corset. Somebody's about to burst. Whenever I see this card, it's somebody's about to burst. Because this is about an energy that's always been held together, you know, prim and proper, restricted, following the rules and all this structure, holding it together, people pleaser. And I don't think that's going to stay. I think it's going to burst. Because things can't stay like that. So, very interesting energy here. Okay, let's take a look at the third eye. This is Jupiter. Growth, expansion. There you go, 7 of coins. You know, this is a card that says you're not going to harvest overnight. You will in due time. Everything's going to be okay, but you have to manage that worry and anxiety. And look at this 1111, the twin flame card. Balancing masculine and feminine energies, a catalyst for change, awakening. Maybe somebody's third eye is opening even more and more. Gifts are increasing daily. Trusting the intuition, moving moving forward, going places, as we talked about earlier with the ship card. 1111 is ascension and new beginnings. Being more vulnerable. You know, I don't like this card in general because I feel like this is a card of sort of like shame or humiliation or finding fault or punishment, even shut down. And I don't want anyone in that kind of energy. I want people who are in vulnerable energy, being ready to open up more, even if it's a little bit, step by step and day by day. And that's what happens with the catalyst here. You know, this 1111 card, we're pushing ourselves out of old energy where we may have felt shame and regret and guilt or nowhere to run. Now, this is about freeing yourself. That's what we keep seeing here. It's like freeing yourself from old stuff, okay? And let's take a look at the crown chakra, the downloads that you may be experiencing. See, there you go. There's your answer, the High Priestess. Lots of downloads. You know, signs and synchronicities that are nudging you. But I want to remind you, they're nudging you forward. You know, sometimes we get these tests, these signs, these synchronicities, and they can actually pull you backwards. It's all dependent on the perspective, you know, and maybe sometimes what we want to see or what we want to hear. But essentially, in my opinion, it's a test. Are you in the old? Are you in the new? Would you do things the way you used to do, or would you do them differently now? And let's see. There's the lion, being heart-centered, self-esteem, pride, self-worth, self-value, self-respect, overcoming those difficulties, getting to the top of that mountain. Love it. Okay. And let's see. Things are changing. Ooh, somebody's ready to take a risk or go gambling or whatever it is. Anything could happen. 5-5, by the way. We're at one right after the other. 5-5. Big changes ahead. And it says changing. Yes, no. Are you ready for the change? Wow. Okay. I'm just looking at these cards and I just kind of want to mention something. At the very beginning, we talked about the lovers. And, you know, the lovers can be a deep soul connection or a decision in love. And we have this decision down here. There's a bit of conflict. Should I, shouldn't I? It's a bit of a power struggle. There's a bit of holding back here. Okay? And this is saying, you know, do you want to be in the old energy? Do you want to be in the new energy? Do you want to fight the shift? Do you want to resist? Here you have the energy that says, step out of your comfort zone. Make a decision. What do you have to lose? Because the Fool is saying, trust, take a leap of faith, be wide-eyed and adventurous and see what happens. Trust what happens and let the signs guide you. I love that. Okay. And you know what? Before we go, let's take a few more cards. I'm really feeling this deck right now with the butterfly, and I just want to take another card here just to see. Oh, fire and intensity. You know, it's interesting. I've been saying this recently to people privately in sessions and even to friends of mine. It almost feels like right now there's a fire that's lit under people's rear right now, you know, where there's an intensity that's happening. I mean, we did just have the twin flame card as well, you know. We did have the lovers, deep soul connections. There's an intensity, there's a fire. And I mean, look at the fire here of that sun. Interesting. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Diamond, number 11, brand new beginnings, radiance, strength. Wow. That kind of has union vibes to me in general, you know, like a commitment, even to oneself or with another person. There's something really beautiful about that. I know this is a quick reading of the cards came out very quickly, but I feel like there's this really strong message about moving forward and changes and just trusting your heart, going for the top of that mountain for regeneration. That's the victory. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio. As always, I appreciate the likes, the comments, subscribes. It really means the world to me. So again, thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing day.